guess, like brag or anything, except we also have 3 kids in the house. And I kind of talked to my parents about it, and they were saying that they have no idea about what to do for my siblings because college is so expensive that they honestly don't know what to do about me. And which is kind of scary because college is coming up, and it means sophomores. And it just kind of shows you that it's just too expensive for everyone, so I can't like possibly like imagine what it's like for people who truly cannot afford it. It's actually frightening. And so, I mean, I get that free community college. I don't think, I don't know, I kind of like what Savannah Dakota said and how, like, I mean, it should be free. You begin in some aspects, but I mean, it should, let's see. It should be a lot less because, like, what you are paying for is not exactly, because the lesson itself is free. I mean, you can get the lessons online, and how with the video that we watched, and how all these Harvard lessons, they're online for free. Except then you also, with college, you get to interact with people who have like the same like mindset, which like push you and help you, which I guess in a way that's what you're paying for, but that's not really.
Even networking to get jobs.
I don't know. It just should be a lot, like with it should be a small cost. So like Savannah said, like to invest, so you're not just saying, oh, okay, I can go to college, I'm just gonna get in because I can. And so you have something to kind of like work for.
Very good.
In my opinion, I'm kind of neutral. I'm in the middle. Like, I agree that college is kind of unaffordable for some people, and in my opinion, if college would be free, some people could concentrate more in their education rather than be focused on how am I gonna be able to pay for my next semester in college. And I feel like if college was free, some people would take the opportunity and actually do well in school, and others would just take it like, oh, I'm gonna get a degree and just move on and not try it at all. But I feel like for those people that can't afford it, they'll try their best to have like the good like grades and keep their scores up. While if someone who can afford it and has it for free is probably not gonna try as hard and know, like, because they'll probably like they'll probably take the course over and over because it's gonna be free and they won't care. And I kind of agree with what Kelly said. Like, it should be like a certain amount, because if you're gonna be studying for something specific, you should only pay for that certain amount, not pay for other tuitions for other people. They should pay for their own stuff and for their section of the thing.
I think that college definitely should not be free, because yes, it is expensive, but college is, like, as it says in as Andrew McKelly says, in the problem is that college isn't free. Free college isn't free. Nothing in this world is free. So the free college is really moving the money from students to taxpayers, which would really cripple the American budget. It would mess with the economy a lot, and that wouldn't be too great. But I think that it should be lowered for as it says, as Nikki Edgecombe says, tuition fees and reasonable living expenses should be subsidized for low-income students, and persistence and strong performance should be rewarded over time with higher grant funding, loan forgiveness, and other incentives. Because a lot of the times college is a lot less affordable for the lower class, because they don't have as much money to pay for college. Unlike the middle class and like the top high class. I think it should be lowered because it would
Let me ask you a question about free college. What we mean by free college. Are you talking about free tuition, or when they mention free college, are they also saying free food, free dorm, free like fees, or are you talking about free tuition and books or something?
Tuition.
No, in your like when you hear me say free college, what does that mean?
Like the books, like the mostly like the books and like the stuff that you need for classes that they charge you for extra. Like if you get a book for one class for one semester and then they charge you like $500 and it's extremely expensive, I think that should most definitely be lowered. And like the on campus stuff that you'll need like a dorm, that should be lowered. Not free, because that would stress the taxpayers, but just lowered. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good.
So, my view on the free college and tuition and whatnot is that college should be free, not in the way of like people should be able to go for free, but it's where the money's going, the funding that they have in college, and they have enough money to sustain the students and the faculty and everything. If they weren't paying the administrators so much more than they should be, because you see all the administrators and they're paid extremely well, millionaires. Some of them are making $100K a year, some even more than that. And that's where a lot of the funding is going, not into the students. That's not what they're spending it on. They're spending it on themselves. And what I'm saying is that it shouldn't be for them. It should be on the students. That's where it should be free, not just